Russia operates one of the largest and most diverse air forces in the world, with 57 aircraft types spanning stealth fighters, strategic bombers, transports, and helicopters. This is the complete Russian Air Force inventory, starting with its most advanced frontline fighters. The Sukhoi Su-57 entered service in 2019 as Russia's first fifth-generation stealth multi-role fighter. Around 29 are currently in service with more on order. It reaches speeds above Mach 2 and has a combat radius near 1,500 kilometers, featuring internal weapons bays and advanced avionics systems. The Sukhoi Su-35S entered service in 2014 as an advanced 4++ generation air superiority fighter. Over 118 are in service. It reaches Mach 2.25 with a combat radius of approximately 1,600 kilometers, equipped with thrust vectoring engines, AESA radar, and up to 12 air-to-air missiles. The Sukhoi Su-34 entered service in 2011 as a strike fighter and multi-role bomber. Between 142 and 163 are in service. It reaches Mach 1.8 with a combat radius near 1,160 kilometers, carrying guided bombs, cruise missiles, and up to 12 total weapons. The Sukhoi Su-30 SM and M2 variants entered service in 2012 and 2019 respectively as multi-role fighters. Over 110 are in service. They reach speeds above Mach 2 with a combat radius of around 1,500 kilometers, equipped with thrust vectoring and advanced radar systems. The Mikoyan MiG-35 entered limited service in 2020 as a multi-role fighter designed to replace the MiG-29. Around 6 to 8 are currently operational. It reaches Mach 2 with a combat radius near 1,200 kilometers, featuring AESA radar and improved avionics systems. The Mikoyan MiG-31BM entered service originally in 1982, with the BM upgrade introduced in 2012 as a long-range interceptor. Between 128 and 247 are in service. It exceeds Mach 2.8, making it the fastest operational Russian aircraft with extended interception capability. The Mikoyan MiG-29 variants entered service in 1982 as air superiority fighters. Around 256 remain in service. They reach Mach 2.3 with a combat radius near 650 kilometers, carrying 6 air-to-air missiles and known for strong maneuverability and high thrust-to-weight performance. The Sukhoi Su-27 variants entered service in 1985 as long-range air superiority fighters. Fewer than 422 remain in service. They reach Mach 2.35 with a combat radius around 1,500 kilometers, equipped with powerful radar systems and capable of carrying up to 10 missiles. Now moving to strike and ground attack aircraft. The Sukhoi Su-25 entered service in 1981 as a close air support and ground attack aircraft. Around 175 remain in service. It is subsonic at Mach 0.82 with a combat radius near 260 kilometers, carrying rockets, bombs, and missiles with heavy armor protection for low-altitude operations. The Sukhoi Su-24M entered service in 1974 as a strike fighter and tactical bomber. Around 260 remain in service. It reaches Mach 2.18 with a combat radius near 560 kilometers, equipped with variable sweep wings, terrain-following radar, and capable of carrying up to 7,700 kilograms of ordnance. Next are Russia's strategic bombers. The Tupolev Tu-160 entered service in 1987, with the modernized Tu-160M introduced later as a strategic bomber. Around 17 are in service with more on order. It reaches Mach 2.05 with a combat radius near 7,000 kilometers, carrying cruise and hypersonic missiles. The Tupolev Tu-95MS entered service in 1956, with the MS variant introduced in 1981 as a strategic bomber. Around 47 remain in service. It is turboprop-powered at Mach 0.88 with a combat radius near 4,000 kilometers, carrying long-range cruise missiles. The Tupolev Tu-22M3 entered service in 1974, with the M3M upgrade introduced in 2018 as a medium-range strategic bomber. Around 56 remain in service. It reaches Mach 2 with a combat radius near 2,400 kilometers, carrying anti-ship and cruise missiles. Now moving to airborne command and electronic warfare platforms. The Beriv A-50 entered service in 1978 as an airborne early warning and control aircraft. Around 12 are in service, including modernized A-50U variants. It operates at subsonic speeds with endurance up to 7 hours, featuring a rotating radar system capable of tracking multiple aerial targets simultaneously. The Ilyushin Il-80 entered service in 1970 as an airborne command post. Around 3 are in service. It operates at subsonic speeds with extended endurance, functioning as a flying command center designed to maintain military control and communications during strategic or nuclear operations. The Ilyushin Il-76 command variant entered service in 1974, with specialized command versions developed later. Only one Il-82 variant is in service. It operates at subsonic speeds with moderate endurance, serving as a mobile command and control platform supporting strategic operations. The Ilyushin Il-18 variants entered service in 1953, with electronic warfare versions introduced later. Around 15 remain in service. These aircraft operate at subsonic speeds with moderate endurance, serving in command, control, and electronic warfare roles using upgraded mission systems. The Antonov An-12PP entered service in 1957, with the radar jamming variant introduced later. Around 4 remain in service. It operates at subsonic speeds with extended endurance, equipped with electronic warfare systems designed to jam and disrupt enemy radar networks. The Ilyushin Il-22PP entered service in 1966, with jamming variants introduced later. Around 3 remain operational. It operates at subsonic speeds with moderate endurance, equipped with specialized electronic warfare systems capable of disrupting radar and communications across multiple frequencies. The Ilyushin Il-20 entered service in 1970 as a signals intelligence aircraft. Around 12 remain in service. It operates at subsonic speeds with moderate endurance, equipped with sensors designed for communications interception, electronic monitoring, and battlefield intelligence gathering. Next are reconnaissance and intelligence platforms. The Antonov An-30 entered service in 1973 as a reconnaissance and survey aircraft. Around 16 remain in service. It operates at subsonic speeds with a service ceiling near 9,000 meters, equipped with specialized cameras and systems for aerial mapping and intelligence collection. The Tupolev Tu-214ON entered service in 1999, with reconnaissance variants introduced later as an observation aircraft. Around 4 are in service. It operates at subsonic speeds with extended endurance, equipped with treaty-compliant sensors for surveillance and monitoring missions. The Tupolev Tu-214R entered service in the 2010s as a signals intelligence aircraft. Around 2 remain in service. It operates at subsonic speeds with extended endurance, equipped with advanced electronic systems for intelligence gathering, communications interception, and battlefield surveillance operations. The Bereev B-200 entered service in 2003 as an amphibious aircraft used for maritime patrol and reconnaissance. Around 6 to 10 are in service. It operates at subsonic speeds with extended endurance, equipped with radar and sensors for detecting ships and submarines. Now moving to aerial refueling and heavy transport aircraft. The Ilyushin Il-78 entered service in 1981, with the Il-78M introduced in 1999 as an aerial refueling tanker. Around 20 are in service. It operates at subsonic speeds with endurance up to 6 hours, capable of transferring up to 60,000 kilograms of fuel to multiple aircraft. The Antonov An-12 entered service in 1959 as a military transport aircraft. Around 55 remain in service. It operates at subsonic speeds with a range exceeding 5,000 kilometers, capable of carrying up to 20,000 kilograms of cargo using a rear-loading ramp. The Antonov An-22 entered service in 1966 as a heavy strategic airlift aircraft. Around 4 remain in service. It operates at subsonic speeds with a range near 4,500 kilometers, capable of carrying up to 80,000 kilograms of cargo using turboprop engines. The Antonov An-26 entered service in 1970 as a military transport aircraft. Around 115 remain in service. It operates at subsonic speeds with a range near 2,700 kilometers, capable of carrying up to 5,500 kilograms of cargo with rear ramp loading capability. The Antonov An-72 entered service in 1981 as a military transport aircraft. Around 31 remain in service. It operates at subsonic speeds with a range near 2,450 kilometers, featuring high-mounted engines designed to improve short-field performance and reduce debris ingestion. The Antonov An-124 entered service in 1982 as a strategic airlift aircraft. Around 5 remain in service. It operates at subsonic speeds with a range near 5,000 kilometers, capable of carrying up to 150,000 kilograms of cargo, making it one of the largest transport aircraft. The Antonov An-140 entered service in 2002 as a medium military transport aircraft. Around 3 remain in service. It operates at subsonic speeds with a range near 2,100 kilometers, capable of carrying approximately 10,000 kilograms of cargo with modern avionics systems. The Antonov An-148 entered service in 2009 as a transport and personnel aircraft. Around 15 remain in service. It operates at subsonic speeds with a range near 4,500 kilometers, capable of carrying passengers or cargo using modern jet engines and avionics systems. The Ilyushin Il-76 entered service in 1974, with modernized variants introduced later as a strategic airlift aircraft. Around 130 are in service. It operates at subsonic speeds with a range near 3,900 kilometers, capable of carrying heavy cargo and supporting airborne operations. The Ilyushin Il-18D entered service in 1946 as a transport aircraft. Around 3 remain in service. It operates at subsonic speeds with a range near 4,000 kilometers, capable of carrying moderate cargo loads using an older but proven turboprop design. Next are passenger and VIP transport aircraft. The Ilyushin Il-62 entered service in 1963 as a long-range passenger and VIP transport aircraft. Around 7 remain in service. It operates at subsonic speeds with a range near 9,700 kilometers, capable of carrying over 170 passengers or configured for high-level government transport missions. The Tupolev Tu-134 entered service in 1966 as a passenger and transport aircraft. Around 6 remain in service. It operates at subsonic speeds with a range near 2,300 kilometers, capable of carrying around 80 passengers in transport configuration with twin turbofan engines. The Tupolev Tu-154 entered service in 1968 as a passenger and VIP transport aircraft. Around 3 remain in service. It operates at subsonic speeds with a range near 6,300 kilometers, capable of carrying over 150 passengers with 3 turbofan engines and long-range capability. Now moving to helicopters. The Eurocopter AS-350 entered service in 1974 as a light utility helicopter. Around 2 are in service. It operates at speeds up to 287 kilometers per hour with a service ceiling near 4,600 meters, capable of carrying light payloads and performing transport and liaison missions. The Kazan Ansatyu entered service in 2003 as a utility helicopter. Around 50 are in service. It operates at speeds up to 240 kilometers per hour with a service ceiling near 5,000 meters, capable of carrying light payloads and supporting transport and training missions. The Kamov Ka-27 entered service in 1974 as an anti-submarine warfare helicopter. Around 6 are in service. It operates at speeds up to 280 kilometers per hour, equipped with sonar systems, torpedoes, and naval sensors designed for maritime operations and submarine detection. The Kamov Ka-52 entered service in 1995 as an attack helicopter. Around 135 are in service. It operates at speeds up to 310 kilometers per hour, equipped with a 30mm cannon, guided missiles, and rockets designed for close air support and anti-armor missions. The Kamov Ka-226 entered service in 2006 as a utility helicopter. Around 36 are in service. It operates at speeds up to 240 kilometers per hour with a service ceiling near 5,000 meters, capable of carrying light payloads for transport and liaison roles. The Mi-8 and Mi-17 entered service in 1961 and 1981, respectively as transport and utility helicopters. Around 777 are in service. They operate at speeds up to 250 kilometers per hour with high payload capacity, widely used for troop transport, cargo, and multi-role missions. The Mi-24 entered service in 1972 as an attack and transport helicopter. Around 323 are in service. It operates at speeds up to 335 kilometers per hour, equipped with machine guns, missiles, and rockets, designed to carry troops while providing heavy fire support. The Mi-26 entered service in 1983 as a heavy transport helicopter. Around 45 are in service. It operates at speeds up to 295 kilometers per hour, capable of carrying up to 20,000 kilograms of payload, making it the heaviest lift helicopter currently in operation. The Mi-28 entered service in 1987 as an attack helicopter. Around 94 are in service. It operates at speeds up to 300 kilometers per hour, equipped with a 30mm cannon, guided missiles, and rockets designed for all-weather and night combat operations. The Mi-38 entered service in 2018 as a modern transport helicopter. Around 2 are in service. It operates at speeds up to 280 kilometers per hour with improved payload capacity, designed as a newer generation platform replacing older transport helicopters. The Mi-35 entered service in 1981, with modernized variants introduced later as an attack and transport helicopter. Around 25 to 30 are in service. It operates at speeds up to 320 kilometers per hour, equipped with missiles, rockets, and guns for combat missions. The Mi-2 entered service in 1965 as a light utility and training helicopter. Around 43 are in service. It operates at speeds up to 220 kilometers per hour, used for training, light transport, and reconnaissance missions with limited payload capacity. Finally, training aircraft. The Aero L-39 Albatros entered service in 1971 as a jet trainer and light attack aircraft. Around 182 are in service. It operates at subsonic speeds near Mach 0.82 with a service ceiling above 11,000 meters, capable of carrying light weapons on external hardpoints. The Diamond DA-42 entered service in 2004 as a twin-engine training aircraft. Around 34 are in service. It operates at speeds near 296 kilometers per hour with a service ceiling above 5,800 meters, equipped with modern avionics and fuel-efficient piston engines. The Mi-28UB entered service in the 2000s as a combat-capable helicopter trainer. Around 19 are in service. It operates at speeds up to 300 kilometers per hour, equipped with full weapons systems while providing dual-control training for attack helicopter pilots. The Tupolev Tu-134UBL entered service in 1978 as a bomber and transport training aircraft. Around 37 are in service. It operates at subsonic speeds with a service ceiling above 11,500 meters, used to train crews for strategic bombers and large aircraft operations. The Yakovlev Yak-130 entered service in 2018 as an advanced jet trainer and light attack aircraft. Around 123 are in service. It operates at speeds near Mach 0.9 with a service ceiling above 12,500 meters, capable of carrying weapons on multiple hardpoints. The Yakovlev Yak-152 entered service in the 2000s as a primary trainer aircraft. Around 150 are on order. It operates at subsonic speeds with a service ceiling near 10,000 meters, designed for early-stage pilot training with aerobatic capability and modern flight systems. The Let L-410 Turbolet entered service in 1969 as a light transport and training aircraft. Around 53 are in service. It operates at low subsonic speeds with short range, used for transport, logistics, and pilot training in basic operational environments. The Antonov An-2 entered service in 1947 as a utility and training aircraft. Around 5 to 10 remain in limited use. It operates at low speeds with short range, featuring a biplane design used for basic transport, training, and specialized operations.